Hey guys, Felicia Smokes back here with more Magic the Gathering fan art. This time it's Chandra Nalaar, because I love her. I've been really inspired after reading Homesick and Torch the Fires. I really wanted to create this really dynamic piece with her like blasting fire out of her hands. And I can't say I really captured the image I had in my head before working on this, but I really hope that after working on this for like 5 hours you guys think it worked out. So I started working on this on A5 in my sketchbook, but I figured to try inking and colouring on marker paper as I haven't tried it yet. I got this real nice pad of Winsor & Newton A4 stuff a while back. I was just too nervous to use it. I thought I'd just mess everything up and I'd just ruin and waste all these pages of marker paper that I spent so much money on, but I thought I'd try it. So as you can see, I photographed it and sketched over it in Sci and printed it off in A4 and then created a few things in pencil before going straight into inking. And I haven't worked so big for a while, and I think that is probably why I was messing up this line art so much. I actually decided to scrap my first attempt because it just didn't come out right at all. I don't know, I think I'm just not very good at inking anywhere. I'm not used to inking on such a big canvas. I usually work on A5. I really don't know what was wrong with me. I was just shaking all over the place. I couldn't draw a straight line. This habit of going over and over my lines when I'm inking, and I want to make a little mistake building up over it to cover it, and it was probably a big part of the reason why that turned out looking so questionable and why I wanted to retry it and start on a new piece of paper. I did exactly that and retried it, the whole thing. And this time I tried to do everything in just one stroke and then go back and build up the bits I wanted to build up afterwards once I could line the whole thing. A lot of the lines still came out quite shaky. I was very tempted at times to start building over them, but I managed to hold back. I managed not to do that, and it actually turned out a lot better, a lot cleaner, looking a lot nicer. It's just getting past that habit of building over the lines while I'm going along and building them up a bit too much. What I really need to do is line the whole thing, step back, look at what needs to be built up. I decided to keep the line weight quite simple because I had 2 different light sources and I just wasn't feeling all that confident, especially after my first attempt. So I tried to just line the silhouette with a 0.7, and I did go over it quite a bit. In a lot of places it's a lot thicker than 0.7. And after the last time I tried to avoid cross-hatching just in case, but I did cross-hatch the darker areas, the black areas, because I only have 5 colours of Copex and I only used 4 in this piece. I don't have a reliable skin tone or anything like that, or any darker colours. It was supposed to be a pastel set, but you can see it doesn't really come out very pastel, so I had to improvise in some areas and use cross-hatching to create darker tones. I can use the purple, it's called purple blue grey, B60. It comes out sort of very, it's not really a pastel, it's a sort of cool grey, very pale cool grey. And so it works for her armour and for shading. It's probably my most used marker, and it works perfectly for the armour, and of course it's pretty much all that's on her skin, so her skin came out looking kind of grey, which wasn't really what I was going for. The closest thing I really have to a skin tone is yellowish and orange kind of tones I can make with my warm colours, and I don't think that really works for her, so I just sort of left her skin as is. So my whole process, start to finish, whole 5 hours of work. It took me so long, and I'm not even completely happy with how it turned out, but I don't regret making it in any way. It was a learning process. I got to use new materials that I hadn't used before. My inking, I should hope, has improved since starting this, and I got to learn how to use Copics just a little bit better than before. I'm still not great at using them, but I'm getting there. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye!